Hi guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel. And today we are covering Expedition 33 Clair Obscur. Or maybe it's Clair Obscur Expedition 33, but either way. Um, you know, so far, um, I've been putting some hours into it, and it seems like a very decent game from what I played. And I gotta say, I'm not disappointed. Um, you know, I'll just kind of get into some of the things that I absolutely adore about this game. Um, and it's pretty decent. I haven't put into a lot of hours into it like most have yet. In fact, I try my best to play as put in time in the video games as I can, but I will also be honest and say I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or whatever, but I also like take breaks from games too, and I get tired more often. Um, you know, but I do enjoy still playing them, and I do put some hours in, but I definitely try my best to put as many hours into games that I can. But I will say, other than that, it's a great game. I'm not fairly disappointed. Um, I enjoy the atmosphere, the story, at first I wasn't sure about it, you know, but then I saw the trailer and I was like, I played Final Fantasy before, and I'm not trying to compare the two, but it does kind of give me those vibes, Final Fantasy vibes. And I do like the storyline, which basically, um, you play a couple different characters. Um, I know one of them's Gustav. I like the other one's Maeve, and I'm sorry if I can't remember the other ones. I'm just now getting into the game. Like, I'm just learning about it. I'm getting into it, and I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, it's still all fairly brand new to me. So trying to keep up with everything is kind of tough, but I am trying my best here. But you know, but I will say it's definitely a great RPG. Um, the mechanics are something that takes a minute to get used to,
Well, that will help.
especially if you're new to this game. Um, and I know some people will probably frown upon this, um, but I don't care what they think. So basically, I'm playing the game on story mode only, and that's because, one, I want to get the feel for the game. I want to have fun with it and just enjoy the story. I'm not in it to take it too serious. I'm just it's just for something to have fun in, and that it's just you know that's how I like playing it. Like, some games I'll play on normal, some games I'll play on easy, some I'll just play on story to enjoy the story. I'm even doing the same for another game. I'm playing it for on story only. So, with that being said, play on whatever mode you want. Just have fun with the game. You know, games are not meant to be taken serious. I mean, you can take them serious if you want, but me personally, I just play them as an outlet. Same with creating content. It's just an outlet for me, and I absolutely love just being myself and sharing good content with you guys, and that's what I like doing. You know, so obviously, RPGs are one of my favorite games of all time. You know, this will be among them now. Um, so nowadays I just play on Xbox and PC. That's kind of my main two things I play on, and that's about it. Like I have other systems, but I don't play on them that much. Like 360, I don't barely touch anymore. Same with my GameCube and my PS4. Like everything's just Xbox and PC now for me. So yeah, um, I know that's nothing to do with this video, but I just thought I would just mention what I mainly play on. You know, when I have the time. But yeah. Start off with the combat. I really love the combat. Um, like learning like the different combat, like learning to avoid and all that, like the different um what do you call it, like dodging. Like dodging the attacks as kind of a learning curve. Same with like um also you know, parrying with the enemies, like that takes a minute to get used to. Because I remember on Final Fantasy, it was just, you know, you would either get hit or you wouldn't. It was all out of a, you know, a luck system. You know what I mean? And and then also they got the jumping mechanic, which some some of them you have to jump in order to avoid the attacks. And I gotta say, like playing this just kind of gives me vibes of other games I played, um, like many other ones. Like I played some other ones. Like I can't think of them at the top of my head. Um, but anyways, they were fun. They were indie games. They were also kind of like Final Fantasy. And I'm not talking about Octopath Traveler. It was another one, like kind of like that, but it was, I forget the name of it. But you were playing a male and a female character. Um, I would have to look it up at some point. But anyways, you know, that's a great game. I played that. And it's like I try to remember all of these games, but sometimes it's just hard to keep up with all of them. Like I own so many games, guys, it's just crazy. Like I can remember some of them, like the Elder Scrolls franchise, the, you know, I can remember Fall Guys, I can remember, you know, Halo, uh Fallout series. I played those. But if we're talking brand new games, um I try my best to keep up with them all. But trying to play every game and beat every single thing is just like near to impossible.
Wow.
And it's like trying to keep up with it all. Like it's the same with movies and stuff. It's like trying to watch every film, read every book. You're just not going
Thanking
to,
us.
you
You
know?
must be
You're
just
just one
us.
person at the end of the day. And you can't be there to see everything, play every game, watch every film. And this is just something I've learned. Like I tried all that. And you just can't do it. You know, it's near impossible. You know, unless you're a robot, which I'm not. But I just thought I would share that a little bit, just to kind of, you know, give my thoughts on certain games and, you know, all that different stuff that I've played. And it's been a lot of great games. You know, so many great games. Oh, and the game I was thinking of, I just now thought of it. Sea of Stars. That's what I was thinking of. I couldn't think of it for a minute, and then I just thought of it. I was like, oh, that's the game I played. That kind of gave me Final Fantasy vibes too. But yeah, Sea of Stars was a good one. Final Fantasy. This Expedition 33 kind of gives me those vibes. The good characters are likable, and they're great, you know, very great. So, as for the exploration, I absolutely love it. I love talking to the different characters, like exploring the world, getting lost into it, and that's what I end up playing a lot of times. Like I have not streamed the game yet, but I figured I would do a video on it, kind of talk about it a little more, and just kind of, give my initial thoughts on it. But if I had to give it a rating, I would give it 10 out of 10. Like maybe because I'm not like, let's just say I'm not very unbiased, I guess, or very critical of games. Like unless they're like super bad, like we'll give an instance, Doom, like not Doom, but I was gonna say Duke Nukem Forever. A lot of people hated that game, but I absolutely loved it. And that's just because I grew up with Duke Nukem games. So that's kind of why I enjoyed it so much. But other than that, like there's some games that are just awful out there. Like I'll give an example, Redfall. I like the concept of Redfall, but it didn't do so well. You know what I mean? So, but this isn't about Redfall. Like I said, it's about Expedition 33. I love the game. I love the characters, and I've been wanting to cover this game for a while, but I never got to.
Don't worry.
So,
We don't want to hurt you,
but yeah,
no
I would say it's a great game. I don't know the development team that made it, or like it's like even stuff like that I try to keep up with, and it's hard. So many great studios though, so many great ones. So many great studios. But anyways, guys, I'll just say we'll wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you did enjoy, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And that's just my thoughts on Expedition 33. And it's a great game. So give it a play. It's on Game Pass. It's free if you have a subscription, and anyone can play it. So, well, unless you're on PlayStation, then you gotta pay full price. But other than that, like, it sucks, but it is what it is. That's just how it goes, But Game Pass is awesome. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.